President Putin, recently you ordered your troops into Ukraine, which is a sovereign nation, and this was a mistake.
Bro, it's super cool that, like, an actual thumb, like, science has got to a point where an actual thumb can demonstrate, like, the things that a life form would do. Like, he's basically showcasing to everybody that is watching that, like, he's like a human being. It's pretty cool. He's a thumb, but he is a human too. Like, he's got sentience.
You underestimated the capability and the fighting spirit of the brave Ukrainian people. And that's understandable. My country made that same mistake in Vietnam, in Iraq, and in Afghanistan.
Damn, respect. Okay. Wait, hold up.
These mistakes led to drawn-out conflicts that depleted our finances, our materials, and cost us much of our most precious resource of all.
Okay, first and foremost, obviously America didn't make a mistake because America only cares about the profit motive. America was doing what it does best, which is make money for an industry that is important, a productive industry like the military-industrial complex. But from his point of view, yeah, he's right. Like, I like what he's saying.
All American blood. Your country has made that same mistake in the past as well. In Afghanistan, and more recently in Chechnya. Now you have made that same mistake again, but you have also made another mistake. You misjudged the international community, who has universally condemned your actions. You have been cut off financially. Your supply chain has been severed. You are standing alone from a military perspective. You will receive no support. Yet on the contrary, your enemy, the free people of Ukraine, are going to receive an unlimited supply of weapons, ammunition.
Let him know that China is a part of the international community, but hey.
Ammunition, fuel, food, and troops from nations around the world.
This is Thumbology Poker.
This will be a war of attrition against the most well-supported freedom fighters the world has ever seen.
Right about that.
And you will lose. That is the reality.
About that.
But I don't want that. I do not want war.
Damn, bro, he wants Putin to win. What the fuck?
Or I do not want suffering. And I don't want to see our once great ally, the Russian people, consumed by the devastation of war. So, I am solemnly requesting that you immediately correct this mistake by withdrawing all your troops from Ukraine starting within the next 48 hours. If you do so.
What? What is this? What? Does he think like Putin is like a Rogan head or something and like loves Jocko Willink? Like, what is he saying? Why does he have a direct line of communication to Vladimir Putin? What I would say to President Putin if I were president right now.
I will personally see to it that there are no further ramifications against your country. I will find a way to negotiate.
God, he's such a thumb, but his heart is literally in the right place. Like, okay. Take off the thumb, like close your eyes for a second and forget that this is a talking thumb and understand that like what he's kind of saying as he's LARPing as like Joe Brandon is not bad. Like I was not expecting this. I'm gonna be honest with you. What he's saying is not bad. I mean, he's just the American war machine and our military-industrial
Based on
complex
love.
and our media is so bloodthirsty and violent that low-key, so far, Thumbo is kind of way better than they are. I was expecting him to say some real dumb shit. And the delivery is like really silly. The delivery is silly. If I was your, this is the fucking, you know, Anavar version of if I was your mom. The whole like, you know, if I was Vladimir Putin's mom.
A peaceful agreement with Ukraine that addresses your concerns. And finally, I will help rebuild your infrastructure, and I will support actions that will help to rebuild your economy.
Not bad.
This is a generous offer to your nation, a nation with a history of great strength, a nation who we once stood side by side with to defeat the evil Third Reich. I hope you accept this request for peace. But if you do not comply, there will be consequences. I have been to war, and I do not like it, but I know how to wage it. 12 hours ago, I gave an order sending 3 aircraft carrier battle groups to the vicinity.
Oh, never mind. Okay, now, I was wrong. Yeah, no, this is terrible. Oh my God, I spoke way too soon. Oh no. Like, this is like a fucking Elden Ring boss. The phase 2 came in and it's totally different. Okay. Like phase 2 of the boss fight is very different than phase 1. Crazy. Like, you can see right here when he hits that butt. Like, look at this. Look, you just let's run that again.
With a history of great strength, a nation who we once stood side by side with to defeat the evil Third Reich. I hope you accept this request for peace. But if you do not comply, there will be consequences. I have been to war, and I do not like it, but I know how to wage it. 12 hours ago, I gave an order sending 3 aircraft carrier battle groups to the vicinity. I also gave the order for the deployment of 50,000 combat-ready soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines to our NATO allies bordering Ukraine. These include surface-to-air and surface-to-surface missile systems. It includes combat aviation and aviation support teams. And it also includes medical, logistics, infantry, and special operations units. The United States of America will bring the full spectrum of lethal warfare to the battlefield. That being said, we will not get into a ground war with you. America does not need to.
Wait, what? Wait. Dog, what do you think the Navy, like, you think like, wait, you think the carriers are not like, when you, what? What? What is happening, dude? Phase 3 of the boss fight? What is about to happen, dude? Oh my God. Is this phase 3? Are we about to hit phase 3? Is shit about to fucking pop off even worse?
Have you know I graduated
the brave Ukrainian men and women will fight for their own country.
And I have over 300
History tells us of their courage, and they are already proving their mettle in battle once again.
Wait, he literally got himself whipped up and horny. And then phase 3 of the boss fight, he's just tempered again. So what? You're just gonna posture? Like, I don't understand. He literally was like, we're gonna show you the long dick of the law, baby. And then he's like, but also, we're gonna put all of our fucking incredible military, Navy, air superiority at play just so they can watch the Ukrainians get fucking slaughtered with MLRS missile cluster munitions, and watch Ukrainian cities burn to the ground, where we basically sit on top of our carriers and watch from the Black Sea as Mariupol is reduced to rubble. Like, what is it? I'm so confused. He's like, why did he go from, here's the diplomatic option, here's diplomacy, to actually, fuck that. If you don't want to do diplomacy, like, we'll fucking murder you. But also, we won't murder you because actually that would, we're just going to fucking edge. We're going to edge next door. Yeah. And we're going to watch Ukrainians get fucking slaughtered.
At Hasanabi, have you watched any true crime
But
lately?
with our
There's a
technological
channel called Social
capabilities
Crime
and
that's been
assets,
getting a lot of views.
our
Looks
eminently
like good
prepared
content.
troops, and our partnerships with allies and the undaunted Ukrainian people on the ground, I promise you, your aircraft will be destroyed.
Oh, no, he's saying no-fly zone. Never mind. Okay, we're back at it, baby. No, he's saying, like, we're going to do a no-fly zone over Ukraine, which means, okay, World War III. Never mind. I mean, dude, I thought, like, bro, okay, I'm just going to say this, okay? If you do buds, this
I
is the
just want to say,
consequence,
like, to watch
okay?
your content
If
and
you
help me see
literally
politics from a down to
push
earth perspective.
every single dude in your training program to unironically learn how to survive being drowned, okay, as a part of your training, then you're going to be worse than the fucking crayon eaters, okay? This is what happens when you literally have brain death as a part of your fucking training. What were you thinking was going to happen if the whole point is a larger thumb literally puts the smaller thumb in training underwater and holds them there until they fucking literally experience brain death? What? Of course, half of his brain is shut off since he was like 18. It like keeps activating, but then the shut off part just turns back on. Is this guy a Navy SEAL? Of course he's a Navy SEAL, dude. What do you mean is this guy a Navy SEAL? Look at him. It overheats the second it turns off. That's literally, dude. People say like, oh, Marines are crayon eaters. Dude, look at this. Sailors don't do buds until 28. Okay, whatever. Shut the fuck up. 28 then. Wait, really? I thought you could do buds before then. Are you sure about that? I feel like you just made that up. I think the oldest you can probably do is 28. Or actually, that's not even true either. Okay. Jocko Bud's age. 49 years old. How old was Jocko Willink at Bud's? 19 years old. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, a chatter spreading complete, verifiably, easily verifiable misinformation in the chat. Why would he do that? I love to spread misinformation on the internet, dude. Max age entry is 35 or 32. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I could even see getting like a special allowance or some shit.
16 months.
But anyway,
Wow, says Hyperpogger.
regardless, okay, what I was saying is not a joke. Like, they do literally fucking drown you when you're in buds. The Navy SEAL training program is one of the worst training programs on the fucking planet. Unlike what chatters are saying, the Navy SEALs, like what I'm saying to you, is real, and it's crazy. Like, people sometimes die, straight up. It's you know, there's like actual fucking torture involved. They need you to jump in a fucking pool of water and swim for like a fucking mile without doing a kickoff, only to then turn around and then swim back. It's just like psychotic shit. Someone died recently at Buds. I mean, a lot of Army training a lot of our defense training is horrible, right? Except for the Air Force, or the Coast Guard. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like the Army Rangers have an easy fucking job either, but I mean, there's a lot of fucking crazy hazing that happens. Yeah, I've seen a short clip. Nothing serious happened in it. So what you said actually surprised me. What? I hope you discussed with him to defame him. I don't think you'd win against him. What? You'd win a fight against him? Would he defame him? I'm making a joke about how half his fucking brain shut off. Because they probably fucking drowned him in buds. Coast Guard, the real heroes.
Have it worse than the Navy, training-wise.
Anyway, regardless, it's pretty funny. This is a pretty, in buds they cut your thumb off and it grows into a sentient being and lives on its own life, while the real you dies in the pool. Yeah, wow, you think that's funny, dude? We're watching one of them speak right now. That's a thumb. That's a sentient thumb, and you're out here making fun of them. I am the head of my local Jocko Willink fan club, and if you keep talking about him like this, we will sue you. Why are you making fun of someone that has a deficiency? Because I'm a bad person. That's what it is.
Hassle.
Your missile systems will be destroyed. All of your tanks and armored fighting vehicles will be destroyed. Your naval vessels in proximity of the conflict will be destroyed.
And then nuclear holocaust, Jocko. You were so close. I was so shocked. He was so close. And then he like went full tilt thumbo. I swear to God.
And many of your fine soldiers and sailors will be killed. It will be a devastating loss. And your country's military...
Like, why does he think that America hasn't done this yet? Like, does he think that, you know, Brandon doesn't think like this? That's what I always want to know. I want to know the mind of a thumbo. Like, is the thumbo thinking that Joe Brandon wouldn't have the courage to be able to send our military there? Or does he not realize that like Joe Brandon has thought about this? And of course, like, the reason why Brandon is not doing it is not because he's a pussy, but because he understands that, like, you know, military on military conventional war will inevitably, if not immediately, lead to a nuclear holocaust. Such is the case with two nuclear superpowers warring with one another.
And economy will take years to rebuild.
Also, why did he admit that, like, they got their shit pushed in like Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq in the beginning? He's like saying like we'll do a suicide bomb into Russia. Like, who cares? He's why I'm, as a European, afraid of being in the NATO. Nah, man, they'll just do a no nuke pact. Yeah, totally. If I was Russia, I would definitely try to fight like the entire planet's collective effort in conventional war when I have 6,000 nukes dusted off, just waiting. Obviously, that dude was being sarcastic, by the way, but you know, it's pretty funny. I have heard that before, unironically. I've heard people make that suggestion before, unironically, where they're like, what if there was a no nuke using pact? Like, why would Russia do that? Why would they sign a death sentence, dude? Yeah, dude, we're not going to use our nukes so you can fucking come and kill us, like, immediately. And even if there was a fucking pact, I mean, even if that pact, anything short of, like, full disarmament is bullshit. Why would America believe that Russia's not going to use a nuke? I love thinking, on the one hand, that, you know, Vladimir Putin is a fucking madman. He's crazy. He'll do anything. He invaded Ukraine. Look at him. And then simultaneously being like, we should literally fucking fight him directly. He won't use nukes. He's not that crazy. Like, you can't live in that world where on the one hand, you're like, Vladimir Putin's a madman, dude. He's fucking crazy. We need to do something about it. And then also be like, but he won't use the nukes, dude. Why does he have him then? He's a crazy guy, but he's not that crazy.
But I don't want that. My generation of Americans have been at war for 2 decades. We don't want war. We want peace. For Russia, for Ukraine, for Europe, and for the world.
Worms overcoming me! !
So please carefully consider my offer. Withdraw your troops. And let's move forward together in a positive way.
Like, his heart's in the right place, but, you know, it's pretty funny.